video, we're going to learn about one of the new features of Power BI, especially for date filters, where you can automatically set the date filter to filter the records for current day, which is dynamically setting the value for current day, or you can even make it for current month, so which will automatically make the changes. As you can see on the screen, this is how the new slicer is going to work, especially for date filters. I can set a relative value which is this month, and this is going to be one of the most asked feature of Power BI. So when you are setting this, you can take a look at the value. By default it is filtered for July, and similarly you can do this for not just for month, you can do it for this day, which is going to automatically put a filter for current day, as well as you can put this for current week, current year, current month as well. I know a lot of Power BI developers have an experience writing DAX formulas and exploring this kind of very similar functionality, but from now onwards you don't have to write any DAX, and this is going to be a fully drag and drop feature. So let's understand how this new feature is going to be working in Power BI desktop. Okay, so let's start with how do we enable this particular feature. So first you have to go to file, you have to go to options and settings. Under options, you are going to look at a feature called preview features. So please note that this is very recently launched section, so it's available under preview features, so it is there under global. And when you scroll down extremely at the bottom, you can see there's an option here, so you'll have to ensure this is the checkbox is enabled. You just have to go ahead and click on OK. Now once you are done with this, I'm going to duplicate this page and show you from scratch and how do we build this slicer. First let me go ahead and remove this. As of now you can see there's no slicer available in this particular page, so I can simply go ahead and select a date field. So I have order date as my date field, and by default it's a table visual. I'm going to change this to slicer. So one of the common mistake which people would do is by default it's a hierarchy. So we have to go ahead and change the drop down from date hierarchy to order date. If you don't follow this step, the functionality which I have showcased will not be working as expected. So make sure you click on the date field. There is an arrow here. From hierarchy, go ahead and change it to order date. That is step number 1. And then you go to format. Under slicer settings, you have an option over here which says vertical list. Now all the other options were available before also. The new one is available under extreme bottom, which is called as date picker. So let's go ahead and enable it. See, as you can see on the screen, the moment you enable it as date picker, it is exactly same as how I have showcased in the demo, right? So now one thing which you have to remember here is this is a fully dynamic features for end user as well, not just for Power BI developers, which means your end users who is looking into this particular dashboard have multiple options now. When they click on this date picker, using manual they can select a custom date, right? For an example, I can go ahead and say I would need to look at the data from 7th of July to let's say 23rd. I can click on apply. Now my data gets automatically filtered, right? A lot of end users would ask this kind of an option where they want an individual dates to be picked for a custom range, so they can do that. At the same time, you can also go ahead and select relative as well. So this is going to be the same for your end users also. If they don't like date picker, they can even go to relative, and now I can go ahead and use this as a time period. So you have this means it is going to be current month, and you can say when you say this month, from today it is going to take this month, and let me make it 0. Click on apply, and you can see the date range is going to be automatically for this month. It has a lot of additional advanced options as well. So if you want to go back for example previous month, so you can go ahead and say last 2 months, right? So when you say last 2 months, you can take a look at it from today's date. It is also automatically going for the 27th May till 26th July, right? So that's how this feature is really powerful now. And similarly, you have next as well. So if you want to look for the next upcoming data, so you have option for next as well. Similarly, when you look at this particular parameter, you have something like you can set it for current day, current week, current month, year, and all of that options available. Right, I hope this is going to be an informational video for all the Power BI developers. Go ahead and start using this slicer and make your end user much more easier experiences for your Power BI projects. Please leave a like, share, comment if you have any doubts, and see you in the next video.